Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, and today I'm here with the new Hatsune Miku deck for the Bermuda Triangle, the new Bermuda Triangle extra booster. This deck is pretty amazing. It's very fun to play, and the art is very nice. So obviously, it's pretty popular right now. A lot of people are trying to build it, but there aren't enough extra boosters out there for people to build the deck. So without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile. So for the starting Vanguard, I run the Bouncer for the dual card. You put this into Soul and then choose a dual unit on your field, and then you can return all units with the same name as the targeted monster to your hand. So she comes in really handy. She comes in really handy when you're in late game, and then there's a lot of neat things you can do with the deck, which I will talk about later. So next, I run 4 Hatsune Mikus, also known as Duo Temptation Reit, and she's the freestanding Vanguard of the deck. Skill is Count last 2, choose 2 duo units from your hand and discard them, and if you do, you can withstand this card after you attack, and it gets plus 2k. And they have to be the same name, so you better keep pairs in your hand if you can, because if you don't keep pairs in your hand, you can't withstand. So I guess it's pretty good that she's discard 2, only discard 2, compared to what's his face. Descendant and Minerva's discard 3, but her skill does cost 2 counterblast, and it is more specific because you do need 2 of the same name. So I guess it's pretty fair, and she only gets plus 3k, so it's fine. There are a lot of things you can do to pump her up. Next, we run the Break Ride. I run 4 of the Break Ride. She is pretty amazing. You can do the multiple attack thing with this deck. For those who don't know her skill, it's when your Vanguard attacks, you can counterblast 1 to bounce all Bermuda Triangle units to your hand, and then after that, you can Superior Call 2 units from your hand. So basically, what you're going to do is Break Ride, and you're going to attack, bounce all units to your hand, choose 2. And then after that, you're going to discard 2 cards to restand this card. Attack with this column again. If you have a column like this, let's say something bad like that. Just say something like this, 16. And then you can attack with this again. Kind of last 2, bounce them to your hand, call them out again. And then you're going to have 5 attacks. If your opponent has a 5 damage, you can call 2 like this, and then just scratch 5 off 5k guards off him. But usually I do another combo. I'll show you later. But yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, also for those who don't know her second skill, it's Soul Blast 1. When this card attacks, you can pay the cost, and then you can choose a Bermuda Triangle unit and bounce it back to your hand, which is really handy because there's a lot of stuff that. Well, mainly, I'll show you later. So next, I run 4 of the new on hit, balance a card, and search your deck for the same card unit. She's really good because for early game, usually ride her turn 2, so that you can attack with her. If you have something like this, which is ideal that you have this, because you can pretty much get a free search off. Attack with this if you have a boost, something like this, and then attack with this. If you hit, you can counterblast 1 to bounce this to your hand, search your deck for another one, and then you can use her skill to charge 1 and then flip a damage. So you pretty much got the free search, which is pretty good. So we run a 4 of her. It's pretty self-explanatory why I should write in front of 4 of her. There we go. maximize your chances of drawing into her. So, yeah. Next, I run 3 of the Unflipper. I don't want to run 4 because she's only 8k. So, yeah. Of course, she can still hit 16k Vanguards, even though you don't have the 8k boosters, because I run Lulu, and Lulu is a 9k, basically 9k plus booster. So yeah. Next, I run 4 of the 12k attackers. Pretty self-explanatory. You mainly want to get these and Lulu for the Break Ride combo, because they can swing 21 together, which is pretty good. Next, for grade 1s, I run 4 Lulu. This is the start card I was talking about. This card's pretty amazing. You can call this to give up to 4 units with 4 of herself, plus 2k. So if you call this, she becomes a 9k. Call this, she becomes a 11k, and then she becomes a 9k. Call this, she becomes a 9k. She becomes a 11k, and then she becomes a 13k. So there's always that. But of course, with this combo, mainly you're just gonna Break Ride, attack with everything, Superior Call, this and this, so that she comes to 9k, and then she's still at 12k. So you can scratch 21k card, 15k card off your opponent's hand, and yeah, it's pretty good. Of course, 21 doesn't really matter if your opponent Break Ride, I mean not Break Ride, Cross Ride. So mainly when you're up against 11k Vanguards, this card's really good. Really good combo. Yeah. Next, I run 4 of this card, which is another very amazing card. She's really amazing. She's really amazing with the starter, because basically on the turn you Break Ride, you can just go pop these out, pop 3 of them out or something. If you have 4, great. Usually you won't have 4, but 3 is a pretty easy number to get. So put her into soul, bounce them all to your hand, activate their skills, counterblast 1 to give a Bermuda Triangle unit plus 4k. So you basically give your restanding Vanguard at 12k, and then you're gonna attack because you Break Ride, right? Where's the Break Ride? Whatever. Break Ride, attack for 33k by herself. Restand, and then if you have a more shiz, you can just attack again. So yeah, these are mainly to use to pump your Vanguard. Yeah, 33k Vanguard is pretty amazing. Of course, if you're using the Break Ride and you have these already, and you combo with this, basically you combo with this, bounce them into your hand, call them out again, so that when you attack again, these will bounce back into your hand again because of the Break Ride skill. You can pop them off again, because if you have 3 copies of your hand and reveal them to your opponent, you can unflip your damage, so they're free plus power boosts. So basically, when you Break Ride, bounce it back to your hand, she gets another plus 12k. She was a 45k Vanguard. That's pretty good. So yeah, there's that. 43k Vanguard. It's pretty sweet. 43, especially it's a 43k restanding Vanguard. If your opponent doesn't have a perfect card, they're GG, man. GG. Sorry, the field's kind of messy right now, but yeah. So 4 Lulu, and wait, I was not talking about Lulu. This card, it's pretty good. I suggest you to run 4, even if, yeah, it's a pretty good card. And I run 4 Perfect Guards because Perfect Guards. I don't want Quintet Walls because this deck is very counterblast heavy, and you just don't want to risk not being able to use the Sentinel in your hand. And then finally, I run 2 Unflips. The Grade 1 Soul Blast 2 to Unflip card. Mainly because this deck does require a lot of counterblast, so you want to unflip as much as possible. And since they're only 5k, I don't want to run 4 of them. So 2 is a good number. Worst comes to worst, you can always, you know, call this behind your Vanguard, and you'll still be swinging for 16k. Of course, if you're up against a Crossfire deck, you don't want to really use it. So yeah, that. For triggers, I run 8 crit, 2 of each heart. They still count this as the same card because they have the same name. So 2 different versions of crits. And then I run 4 draws, again 2 white art, 2 black art, and then 4 heal. So yeah, if you're playing against a opponent that doesn't look at the new cards, they're going to be confused as balls because like, well, you're discarding stuff, but they don't have the same name, or they're not the same card, and then just go, yeah, actually they are the same card. I was playing against a card. I was playing against some guy that has no interest in Bermuda Triangles, and then when he was looking at my deck, when he was playing against my deck, he was just like super confused, and it was pretty amusing. It was pretty amusing to watch. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. It's a very fun it's a very fun deck to play, and it's a very good deck. So yeah, this is Cardfight, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.